right, here we go on this Monday night. And Jay Ellis and Ashley, let me tell you something right now.
What?
If we don't send Julius Randle to Atlanta for this All-Star game, if he does not make the All-Star team, we are protesting and shutting it down.
Bam out of who?
Because
What?
tonight, with the Hawks in town, an undermanned Hawks team, Julius was in his bag early. John Collins, see you later, you're not in my league. 17 points early. And he would continue. And even though the Hawks clapped back, this was a 12-round fight, Julius would not let us go quietly into the night. And although we were down by 7, I was wondering who's gonna come through, who's gonna be the Robin for Julius tonight. And we had contributions from everybody. Nerlens Noel was in his bag. D Rose Quickley, who closed the game in their bag. And when we needed them the most, it was Broadway Barrett, 9 God, RJ chipping in with 21 points. Knicks beat the Hawks by the score 123-112. 3 wins in a row. Put some respect on his name.
Some respect on his name,
Julius Randle, 44 points, 7 of 13 from downtown, 5 dimes on the night. JLs, give me your thoughts, man.
Man, this man, listen, if you don't send this game to the All-Star game, this man beat the Hawks and the refs. They was playing 5-on-6 the whole
night. Some of the same Miami refs. Come on. Yeah.
5-on-6. We got a handicap and we still came out with the win. Come on, son. Like, really. The only thing that made this game close was the refs to me, really. Yep. I mean, that and the pick and roll defense was a little shaky. But it's Trey. It's Trey. That's what he does. The pick and roll is going to be what he does. But we managed. And like you said, CP, the third quarter was pretty pivotal. The Knicks were leading the whole first half. Yeah. By the third quarter, they were down by 7 and we stormed back. Randle had like a 5-point swing by himself. And then Nerlens Noel, after I tweeted he can't catch. Yeah. I tweeted he can't catch. And then right after I tweeted it, he just went off on the defensive end. He had two blocks in a row. He broke up alley-oops and ignited the Knicks, man. We got into fast breaks, and then we just pulled ahead, man. And I love what I saw. And something else that I noticed, too, was the way Quickley took over the game, like from the deep three, really pushed this team to a win, man. Big. And then I love the growth from Quickley, too, because once he figured out that they were running him off the three and the floater wasn't working, he started to pass it out to the guys in the corner, hitting open shooters, and RJ.
One of which was RJ, yeah.
Exactly. And I felt like that change in strategy for Quickley helped us win the game, including Randle's clutch shooting.
Ash, how we feeling tonight, man? How we feeling?
I just want to start off by saying I'm accepting all cash apologies for the Julius Randle Express at my Cash App. So if you want to go ahead and send in your apologies, it's only being accepted in cash. I don't want to hear it in the chat. I don't want you copping please on the phones. I will split the proceeds with Jay Ellis. CP, you out of luck because you were talking crap.
No. Well, okay, I'll let you get to your points first. Get to your points.
So, no, listen, this was basketball at its finest from these guys. Granted, you know, the Hawks, they started the season off 4-1, and then as the season progressed after those first 5 games, 7-14. So this is not a team that's really much of a threat, although they do have threatening players on their team. Obviously, I'm speaking about Trae Young. He is that guy. But, I mean, the Knicks offensively looked exceptional. I mean, Julius Randle, come on, Julius Randle. All-star Julius Randle. Not only that, RJ, you know, we were talking about him and how people were saying he wasn't looking the same. RJ was in his bag tonight. He was out there contributing. I got to give Peyton props. Noel looked like a defensive machine out there. Those 3 back-to-back monster defensive stops that he had were just so helpful in the clutch. I mean, everybody on that floor was getting involved. There was a moment in the third quarter where I feel like Tibbs left Peyton in a little bit long, especially because he was unable to guard Trae Young. I would have liked to see him come out, maybe D Rose come in for a little bit until he was able to go ahead and get his, swagger back a little bit. But, Tibbs, he let him fight through it. Not mad at it. We still got the win. I would like to see that adjustment, though, be made when necessary in future games against better teams. But listen, this team offensively, defensively, they were clicking. Defensively in the first half, it wasn't great. They did give up.
They missed Mitch. They definitely missed Mitch tonight.
They definitely missed Mitch, and they gave up 63 points in the first half, which is not something you ever want to do. But they bounced back, and they bounced back real quick, and they bounced back real well in the second half. And we pulled out the dub. So here we are.
I'll tell you something, man. When Julius started breaking out the Arsenal on Collins, boy, in that first quarter, my guy Sean Shepard, out on the West Coast, we texting back and forth on Julius's game. I said, yo, he's going for 50. And that was when he had 17. And he was like, all right, let's put some money on it. I'm like, we'll see. But, yo, he was just in his bag early that I just knew anything he was putting up, it was dropping. 7 of 13 from downtown. This was a major, this is night and day from last year. The 3-point shot is what we had questioned last year, JLs. Could he carry that over from the Pelicans? He's doing that. The assists, he's doing that. 5.6, it dropped down a little bit, came back to life. But I'm talking about clutch bucket after clutch bucket. He had one where, he takes the ball from Quickley with 6 seconds left on the shot clock in the fourth. Because Quickley wanted to pull up. Quickley was ready to pull it all night. Julius takes the ball from him top of the key, and what does he do? Pulls up from downtown. And I think that was the 40. That was when he hit 40. So, leader of this team, as I said, they'd be nowhere close to where they are in terms of battling for playoff position without him. And this game was just quite apropos because they're playing the Atlanta Hawks. We're trying to get them to Atlanta for the All-Star game, and this was nothing short of an All-Star performance. So great job by Julius. And good bounce-back game by RJ, man.
Yeah.
RJ, the fans started calling up last show. What's going on with RJ? What's going on with him? We say, just let him cook. Let him bounce back and cook. And RJ was once again bounced back very well. 21 points, 6 rebounds for RJ. 3 of 3 from downtown.
Let him know.
He caught two big 3-pointers in that fourth quarter, in that second half, that really sealed it for this team. So I'm proud of RJ's effort as well, man. What do you guys think about RJ?
He stepped up when we needed to, and everybody can kind of feel it, man. Everybody can kind of feel that RJ is gonna have a bounce back game. I think he likes playing the Hawks sometimes.
Yeah. We all do. They play no defense.
They play no defense. Yeah, they play no defense. He's a bigger guy. He can take advantage, He likes that. We're at home. He get his practice shots in. He's a guy who's going to work hard. He's not just going to rest on his laurels when he's having a bad game. And plus, he noticed he's been benched. He's been only getting around 20 minutes or so a game. Not today, though. He started off early, hit his shots early. Today, he shot 57% from the field. He hit the shots he's supposed to hit, man. And that's what you like from RJ. And that's why I'm never upset. I'm never worried about this guy.
Gotta let him battle through it, man.
Yeah, I just know he's just gonna turn around because he just works. He's a workhorse, and he's got a lot of workhorse work. And this is his second year. There's gonna be a time where those stretches are gonna be shorter and those successful games are gonna be longer. So I'm not worried about it. It's his second year. He's gonna turn around. RJ's gonna cook, and that's just is what it is, man.
Yeah.
First of all, #9God in the chat for my boy RJ. Listen, we talked about this last show, and with RJ, especially someone his age, only his second year in the league. I think you forget that because it seems like he's been here forever and we've been watching him grow forever. But you're going to have games. You're going to have times where it's inconsistent. You're going to have those up and down, moments from him until he really starts to develop aspects of his game that make him more consistent. I think he's still trying to figure out his leadership role in this team. I think he's still trying to figure out where his strong suit is, where it comes to playing the game of basketball. I think he's also developing different things to add to his game. So you're constantly going to get these up and down things from him until he really figures out, how to control and how to act on the things that he does really, really well. So whenever he kind of goes through these motions of what's up with RJ, it's never something that I think is ever going to be so bad that he won't be able to snap out of it. I just think that you kind of have to take it for what it is. And this is just growing pains with somebody this young. But I think RJ's headed in the right direction. And the fact that he's able to snap out of it and kind of come back to the RJ that we see and that we know he can be is, astronomical, and it speaks volumes to who he is as a player and what direction he's going in, his growth as a man also. So shout out to RJ, shout out to the 9God.
Bounce back.
I'm here for it. Bounce back season.
All right, good bounce back. And you know what? D Rose, and I'm drinking some rosé tonight. Switch it up for the wine tip. I'm on the rosé, you know what I mean? To make it appropriate for the occasion. But Rose and Quickley, how about that closing lineup? We had Rose, Quickley, RJ, Julius, Noel to close that out. And, you know, as this Rose trade has gone on, we were wondering how the minutes are going to, you know, impact the whole rotation. And Tibbs is going to go with the guys that give him the best chance to win. Here we see it, that tandem of Rose and Quickley attached to the hip. Came in the second quarter, closed it out in the fourth when we needed him to. And Peyton, you know, give him credit. Near the end of that third quarter, I thought Peyton was also pivotal to getting us back into that game. Yeah. And then Rose and Quickley came in and finished. But what I loved about the Rose-Quickley dynamic is, once again, them being able to play off of each other. Because now you're taking the pressure off of Quickley to, you know, not only be the floor general, but utilize his three-point shot. He was 4 for 8 from downtown tonight. And a couple of those, JLs, at least 3 of those was on the catch and shoot. One of them was on his own pull-up, but 3 of those was a couple, 2 from D Rose and 1 from Julius off of the catch and shoot. And so that's where I like this D Rose trade, is because you're able to utilize Quickley's primary strength, which is his three-point shooting. And he was looking to pull up from anywhere tonight. IQ was definitely in his bag, bro.
Yeah, it's funny because that time that you reference, CP, when he passed the ball to Randle, if he didn't pass the ball to Randle at that time, I think he would have been traded tonight.
Yeah. Facts.
He would have been traded tonight. But you're right, CP. What I noticed about the last 2 quarters as well is the role switch. I feel like Rose was the primary ball handler more in that third quarter, and then IQ started getting it going with the catch and shoot, and then I think they switched roles because they realized that the pressure is going to be on IQ. He's going to put more pressure on the defense. So they switched the roles, and they had Rose playing off ball, and they had IQ being the head ball handler, and it worked out for the Knicks. Especially, like I said, props to IQ and the coaching staff. I do feel like he grew a little bit in this game, in his dimension, in his decision making, because I've been saying that he hasn't really been passing to the corner or just passing to shooters at all once he breaks down the defense. It's always been floater, alley-oop, floater, alley-oop. And today, the three-point shot was going, but the floater wasn't. And I think they called a timeout when the game started getting close, and he started kicking out the shooters, and that's when you saw RJ hitting the clutch 3 at the end, and other people started to join in. And I think that was a big reason why the Knicks won.
Big time.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that tandem, Ash?
And I also think, what's impressive about IQ is his composure. I think even when, sometimes it's hard to, when you're a shooter and you're used to having shots fall, when they don't fall, it's easy to get flustered, especially someone of his age, because you really don't have the experience to kind of pivot and figure out, okay, that's fine. Let me adjust. I think the greatest thing about IQ, and this goes back to what we always say about those guys from Kentucky, I think that program just teaches them not so much just the skill set that you need to be successful in the NBA, but it also teaches you the character that you need. It also teaches the mentality that you need. And I think people underestimate that, the power that has when you're a player, especially in one of the biggest markets like New York City. You need that because shots aren't always going to fall. Things aren't always going to go your way, but can you bounce back? And Quickley's just different when it comes to that. That's why I say he's the rookie and the vet. Obviously, he maneuvers like a vet sometimes. He draws fouls like a vet, but that mentality is also like a vet. He's way beyond his years, and we got a good one. I got to say that. We got a good one.
True
story, man. True story. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad, and we're going to get to the calls in a second. Just going to finish breaking down this game. Pivotal point for me was, even though the Knicks, had a sizable lead early, Hawks clapped back. It was really a 12-round fight, but the Knicks found themselves down 7 in that third quarter, and I thought a pivotal stretch was 81-74 Hawks with 6 minutes 8 seconds left in the third. Nerlens Noel, JLs, it's a mid-range shot. It's one of those no, yes type of shots.
Yeah.
Hits it, and then, like as you said, comes up with 2 clutch block shots to really take that momentum. In between, you had 3 points by RJ, 3 points by Peyton, and before you know it, they're up by 5 to close the third. And that was basically it. Again, IQ, Rose, Barrett, Randle, Noel finished that game and finished it well. And we missed Mitch early. Hawks were taking advantage of us in the interior. Taj didn't really have it from a defensive standpoint, but when it really mattered in those clutch moments, Noel came through, and then he closed the door late with a slam over John Collins, a herder. So great job by Noel to lock in, and that really gave us a lift to seal it.
No, yeah, Noel is pretty like Randle gets like the game ball for real, but Noel was so important to this win because I know we scored a lot, but you looking at the points, the fourth quarter they only scored 22 points, right? Before that they were in the 30s, it was in the 28s, but the fourth quarter it was in 22 points, and that was largely because of Noel. He just broke up a lot of the plays, broke up a lot of the lobs, and he did it all with 5 fouls and still played aggressively and was able to turn the game over. That was a huge – he made big play after big play. And, usually at times like that, some guys, they play tentative and they kind of mess up or they get 5 fouls and they're out. But he kept at it and he kept being aggressive. That's what a player like him has to do. When he's not an offensive player, you have to play defense. You have to keep aggressive. And that was a huge reason why we won this game as well.
No, Noel was clutch, man. Noel was absolutely clutch. And so with that, Knicks get another W against a team that, they're going to be fighting for playoff position all year. Knicks came into this game 1.5 back from 4th place in the East and 1.5 ahead from 13th. So it's very, very tight in the East right now. And these are games that you're going to have to win. This is an undermanned Hawks team, missing a lot of guys, Bogdanovich, Rondo, DeAndre Hunter, so on and so forth. So it's a game that you have to take, and you can't take these guys lightly. They could have very easily lost this game, but Julius and company would not be denied. That's what we want to see. Yeah. Once again, salute to everybody in the chat. We're climbing up on 3,000 people in here. CP checking in. You just heard from Ashley Moss, J. Ellis as well. #1 show for the fans, by the fans. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Very important. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. And share these videos. Share these videos across social media, wherever you do your social medias. #1 show for the fans, by the fans. Let me salute some super chats before we get to the phones.
Where is Ari? The North remembers.
The
North remembers.
Early. Ari's going to call in. Ari's going to call in, man.
I am Jon Snow and the North remembers. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Speaking of which, Ash, we got a super chat from Paul Robinson. He says, trade who? Oh, all right. Jason Barkley says, good win for the team. What's crazy is SportsCenter will lead with Beal versus Wall, but not Randle. It's whatever, because national media don't respect the Knicks anyway. Well, that's why we're here. #1 show for the fans, by the fans. We say it for a reason. So, salute my guy, O-Dog. Matthew Swanson says, the fast way. Let's get it. O-Dog down there in Florida. Salute, bro. Junior Karoma says, glad to see RJ bounce back. Bounce back game. #9God. #Ashley. That Rose and Quick backcourt is scary, and Julius is our superstar. And JJ Hands TV. All right, we're gonna get to his comment in a second, but first let's get to the phones. Benji, what's going on, bro?
How you doing, guys? Obviously, I'm very excited about tonight's win. First off, shout out to my boy SG and my boy J Roz riding with me on the Knicks. The Knicks army over here. Just want to make some comments about the game. Obviously, Julius Randle is just playing at a superhuman level, so I think everyone owes my man Orange Julius's an apology for how he was disrespected in the offseason, because he's just playing like a superstar. This is just absolutely incredible what he's doing tonight. It's to the point now where you expect him to make these crazy shots that last year he was bricking badly. So kind of insane that we're at the point where we expect him to hit those shots. Secondly, definitely want to give shout out to Noel. I can't lie, early on this season I was very down on him, and I thought that he was kind of looking like a bum, but he's kind of showed that he has some intangible skills here on the defensive side to really make some big plays and help be impactful. I think the only downside that I'm seeing of late is I think Burks has been pretty subpar over the last 3-4 games. But outside of that, honestly, there's so much. This is just exactly what, as Knicks fans, we need right now, because I literally had a friend of mine text me before the season saying that he said the Knicks are going to win 12 games. So we've already surpassed that. It goes without saying that we're obviously going to shred all you guys' win totals, but that goes without saying. Secondly, I think it's a common misconception that I think Steph Curry is known as the best foul shooter of all time. But let me say for the record, Immanuel Quickley is the best foul shooter of all time. He's a 95% foul shooter. He is the best foul shooter of all time. Mark it down. There's no signs whatsoever of him falling down or missing a foul shot anytime soon. Much love to you guys. Let's enjoy this. Going for that home court advantage in the playoffs.
Appreciate you, bro. One thing about IQ, yeah, he's hitting it at 95%, but he's getting the calls. He's getting the calls like a vet, like Ashley said, rookie and a vet. So thankful that he's getting those type of calls. They were giving Trae Young too many of those tonight, though.
Oh my God, made me sick.
I wasn't feeling that at all.
At all, man. We would have been up bigger if it wasn't for half of those calls in the first half. I'm like, come on, man.
They're
really?
saving him. They're saving Trae Young, man. On the Burks thing, yeah, you want Burks to shoot more consistently. You want him to shoot better. Tonight Burks numbers, he was 1 for 3. 0 for 2 from downtown, where you really want him to make a mark. So not a great game for Burks. Bullock, your other 3-point gun, gave us 8 points, 2 for 5 from downtown. So, as they creep up on this playoff push, you want those guys to be more consistent. If they are, this team could make some noise for sure.
Yeah, it seems like Reggie Bullock is like a first quarter guy,
Yeah, facts. That's
like
quarter guy.
Yeah, like just use all your bullets in the first quarter, just get it all out, and then once he's gone, just sit him for the rest of the game and let Burks or RJ do his thing, because he just seems like to run out of bullets a lot with Reggie Bullock.
Like the guy you sent out to the car when it's freezing outside to warm it up, so that when everyone else gets in, it's nice and hot and ready to go.
Yeah.
He's the fire starter. He's the fire starter.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Salute to Christoph. He says, we fought the refs and the Hawks. Lady ref has it out for us for some reason. Love the diversity, but she hates us.
Yeah,
she did the Miami game. Yeah, she was at that Miami game. And
yeah,
it was crazy.
Some of those calls were, I'm not seeing what you're seeing, sis. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not seeing what you're seeing. I don't know if she was supposed to get a job at MSG and Dolan didn't give it to her. I don't know what's going on, but
I don't know.
Something's up.
Like you said, respect the diversity, but we gotta have make the calls diverse. Make sure make sure it's even.
Yeah, seriously, man.
Make sure it's even.
The foul disparity is crazy.
Greg Film Stuff super chat, $20 super chat, said Ash was right. With Randle's breakout year, it shouldn't be a big deal with Obi playing under him. Randle playing well might be the best thing for Obi. Getting to see how a star shows up and produces. Also, IQ should play the 2. Ashley, your thoughts?
I think IQ should be where he is until we feel like it's more consistent for him to be elsewhere. I think, and don't get me wrong, I'm definitely critical of Tibbs when need be. And like I said, I wasn't a fan of how long he kept Payton in the game in the third quarter, at least, especially when it just wasn't working. He couldn't guard Trae Young. He couldn't get shots up. I just feel like he was taking a space on the floor he was occupying. But I just feel like where Quickley is now, Tibbs he's utilizing him the best way for his development, I feel like. And much as it pains me to say it, because I want to see Quickley play as many minutes as humanly possible, I think, I don't want to change. I don't want to rush what's not broken. You know what I mean? I do think that Quickley is going to be a starter after All-Star break, sometime after All-Star break. I won't say immediately after. It could be a month, could be 2 months, a month and a half. I do think it's going to happen. I just don't think it's going to happen right now. I don't need to switch him at anything other than where he is. So I'm good. Unless Rose is in the game, then it's a different conversation. But yeah.
I kind of like the way they're being used right now. Like, I feel like Elf is his minutes are going to around 20, 25, 23. Like, if you look at the last few games.
Yeah, tonight he was 24, Quickley 22, Rose 24.
Yeah, like they're all playing around the same amount of minutes.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to, have him come off the bench, I like the minutes he's getting. So I'm not going to be complaining as much on the Elfrid Payton front as I have him, just because I just like the minute distribution. It just feels a lot better to me than what he was getting before. And and on top of that too, like the way they're using, I still don't think IQ should be a straight up 2. I like the way he's being used as a combo guard, because there's strengths to him being a 2, but there's also strength to him being a point guard. And I'll keep referencing Dame and Steph. the pressure you put on.
Wait, who? Your audio cut out for 1 quick second when you said Dame who?
Okay, like Damon, like you know how Damon Steph puts. I keep saying this. Damon Steph, they put pressure on opposing defenses because they're able to hit such deep shots once they cross half court, and having that in a point guard just puts so much pressure on a defense.
Yeah,
it's something the Knicks have never had, and I want to take advantage of that. And the more reps he gets at point guard, the more he'll be able to adjust to playing that point guard role and being dangerous and making the right decisions, which is why, besides the win today, I liked what I saw today from IQ. Because I saw another wrinkle in his point guard development, you know?
Yeah, and if it's not broke, don't fix it. And IQ plays the two when Rose is in the game. I mean, it's fine. He doesn't. I think that your IQ still. He's a combo guard, so when a combo guard, you also try to figure out every combo guard has a side of that combination that's stronger than the other. Even though you can play both, one is stronger than the other. So I think what Tibbs is doing is trying to figure out which side is stronger. So down the line, that's the side he'll lean on more. So in a game, and I think right now trying to figure it out. So just trying to, I think it's not broken. I think we can't rush everybody's process, even though, you see things that you like and you want more of it. That's just, common nature, or as a fan, you just want as much as you can possibly get when you see that it's working. But I think that there's a method to the madness. At least I hope there's a method to the madness, and I don't need to rush it. And like J. Ellis said, everyone's minutes are getting pretty evenly distributed. If it were a different conversation, if Rose was eating more and Peyton was eating more and IQ was getting nothing, then I'd feel like we got to figure out what we're doing with IQ. But right now, Tibbs is doing a decent job of evenly giving everyone the same playing time, and it's not hindering anybody's development or, their contributions to the game. So there's no reason to touch it.
Got it. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. CP Ashley Moss, J. Ellis in here. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. 3,000 people in here. Let's get those likes up. Let's get 3,000 likes tonight. We got enough people in here. Let's get 3,000 likes tonight. If we get to 2,000, we'll do a hat giveaway. Right now, we're climbing up on 1,000. So let's get to 2,000. We'll do a giveaway for the people. A ton of people on the phone lines. We're gonna get to the phones. People, please make your takes as quick as possible. Like, we want to chop it up with everybody, but just make your key point and then keep it rolling, because we got a lot of people. Angel from Philly, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, CP? How's everybody doing?
Good, bro. What's your point tonight?
Well, I'm very happy that we won. It seemed like we were going against the Hawks and the referees. I mean, the calls were just totally bogus, but I just like the fact that we were competitive, that we kept fighting. And Julius, man, if this guy doesn't make an all-star, then they just don't know basketball, man. This guy deserves to be in the all-star game. And the bench, I wouldn't touch the bench at all, because I just like the way that they're playing together as a unit. Mm-hmm. And my last point, I like the way that we ended the game with Quickley and Rose on the floor with Julius and RJ and Noel. It looked really good, so I'm hoping we can just keep it consistent. And, we'll see how it goes, man. But I'm very happy for the game. I'm happy that we won. And on to Orlando, bro. And I like that hat too, CP.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. KnicksFanTV hat, man. In stores now. Get your snapback. We'll give one away, man. If we get to 2,000 likes tonight, we'll give one away to the people. So bless you, Ash, and appreciate you. Appreciate you, Angel. All right. Next one up is Daniel from Jersey. Daniel, how you feeling?
Hey, ¿qué? You guys hear me?
Yo, ¿qué lo que? What's good, bro? How you doing, bro?
I can't.
Estamos aquí, papi, ya tú sabes. I just wanted to say, that boy Immanuel Quickley, I wanted to compare him before to Tony Parker type player. But now I'm looking more at Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. I think he could shoot it just like him.
All right.
He can hit it from the strike. I'll hang up and listen. Thank you guys. Rip MF2. Thank you.
Hey, Chris Jackson, a.k.a. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, J. Ellis. One of the most underrated shooters in NBA history. Kids at home, look that name up. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. I'm not even going to spell it for you. Do your Googles. All right? Formerly known as Chris Jackson. Yeah, listen, let IQ be IQ right now, before we make the comparisons. Right now, he's a steal of the draft, and he's playing for the New York Knicks. And I'd love to see him be a prolific three-point shooter down the road in his career. But, pretty good comparison so far. We'll see if he can live up to that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one.
That's a big one. That is a big one. Couple more super chats in here. Alan Berman says, salute. Knicks have a legit young core for the first time since 1999 and a coach that understands what it takes to develop and win at the same time. We should all be real excited right now. This is real. Listen, from watching all 82 last season or whatever they played, I think they played 65 before, coronavirus shut it down. Obviously, this is a completely different team. This is night and day, and not just on the record, but how they play. Last year it was a lot of stumbling and bumbling, a lot of boneheaded plays, lousy defense, guys pointing fingers at each other, blown assignments, blown rotations, selfish play. Mm-hmm. Terrible 3-point shooting. I mean, they're not the best 3-point shooting team. Still not the best offense. The offense is still be stuck in the mud. But I'm just talking about from a mental, cerebral standpoint. These guys are prepared every night. They play hard every night. They play hard for the coach. Whenever he feels like that game is slipping out of reach, he calls that timeout to break the momentum. And usually they come back together. This team is in sync. They have chemistry. And like I said, this is just a major, major difference from last year. This is a major difference from last year, for sure.
Yeah. And I think, just adding to that, when this team steps on the court versus last year, I think that they believe that they can win every single game that they are there to play.
Certainly playing that way.
That's a difference maker. Last year, I think they got in their own heads, and I think the media got in their heads, and the fans got in their hands, and NBA Twitter and everything got into their heads. I think they are a different team the minute they step on that court. They don't care who they're playing. They really believe that they can go ahead and compete against the best of them. And I think also when defense is your strong point, just because, you guys know how I feel about defense. I think it wins championships in every sport. I think defense is an underrated, even though it's old school mentality, if you will. I still think that when it comes down to it, it will always go with you. You can always play it. It always fits in your suitcase, and you can always lock down your other team. So I'm a big believer in defense, and these guys are a defensive team. Tibbs has turned them into a defensive team. So, yes, we're not offensively the strongest. We don't always have games like we have today where our threes are falling, everyone's shots are falling, we're getting great looks. But we're always in the game at some point for some period of time because we play defense and we're out there and we're gritty and we're not letting guys breathe and we're not making shots for them easy like they get when they're playing other teams. We're on them. And shooters hate when you make shots for them difficult. It throws their whole equilibrium off. And these guys, they have the grit, and that's all you can ask for in a team that you're still building and you're still trying to develop. They have the grit, and that's a great thing to have in your foundation, for sure.
Best defense in the league, JL. So top 3. I forgot where they at coming into this game. If they're maintaining that, they're always going to be in it, and that shows. As Ashley said, the defense is the biggest difference from last year. On top of Julius.
Yeah, on top of Julius.
The defense, bro.
And the culture is different. I know. A couple of days ago we were top 2. I'm not sure where that is today.
Yeah.
But a couple of days ago we were top 2. But I also have to say, I'm sorry, but the culture shift when the coach came here was one big reason why this whole thing is turned around. This is a lot of the same pieces from last year. We were the bottom of the league in defense last year, and this year we're at the top of the league.
Take that for data, bro.
Yeah, take that for data.
That for data.
And you got to give Julius Randle a lot of credit too for getting his conditioning up. He quit wine.
He put in the
jogging
work
in the summer.
Right, I'll take that wine for him, man. I'm good.
You got the wine with the rosé. I know you got.
Yeah. Pinky out and everything. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, but they put this coaching staff, this front office, they put together a team that is built around culture. From Woody to Kenny Payne to Tom Thibodeau, they have a bunch of guys who kind of like father figures who they lead with love and they hold you accountable at the same time. Yeah. And I think it's doing two things. It's teaching these guys accountability, but it's also, letting these guys know that we're doing it for your best interest and we're getting results because of that.
And real quick, before we get back to the phones, Julius is also that vet. He's going on record talking about how he's taking Obi under his wing. Obi saying the same thing. Immanuel Quickley, you got the whole Kentucky camp under Kenny Payne, under Julius. So Julius has become a vet and a leader as well for this team in his second year. Much more comfortable being under that, that microwave in New York. And so him being a quality vet, and Derrick Rose, Chuck D in the chat, so to the rhyme animal, Chuck D talked about the fact that in this game, Rose was bringing these guys into a huddle twice in this game before Tibbs. You know,
Yeah.
and Rose himself has taken Obi and IQ under his wing. You saw him talking to RJ early in the game when RJ made a turnover. So having these quality vets on the team is certainly paying dividends for them right now, and it's certainly rubbing off on the young guys. So when you talk about development, that's all part of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I heard a quote that said, Tibbs is smiling now.
Yeah, that's what D Rose said. That's what D Rose said. So, you know, listen, this was his dream job. So let's see where they end up. Let's go back to the phones. Papa left straight from the recovery room, from the surgery table to the recovery room. Papa left. How you feeling today, bro?
That's right. The surgery probably didn't go well because I died and went to Knicks heaven because we're 3-0 since they cut me open.
3-0.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was hilarious.
Yeah. I'm happy about it though.
Yeah, man.
I gotta say tonight just comes down to one word, and that's culture. We were building a culture at 5-8 when Austin Rivers said, "This is not a losing team. This is not a losing locker room."
Yeah,
And if you look at the wins and losses, 5-8 to 14-15 doesn't really speak on the improvement. But if you look at all the moving parts on this roster, from that point, from 5-8 to 14-15, and we stayed together, we added pieces. Veterans fell out of the rotation. Young guys who were lottery picks fell out of the rotation. No one's complaining. Guys are rooting on each other. Theo Pinson is the Benchman of the Year award whenever they create that.
Never seen a guy so happy to not play.
Facts.
Yes. And I just want to say, CP, you were on the mark, 81-74, and the excuse me elbow jumper by Nerlens Noel, the tweet of the night by Jay Ellis giving us the reverse jinx. It was just a great win, man. And it was such a great win. I'm so proud of this team. And, I put $18 on the Knicks to win the championship to win 9,000. So we got to get that.
All right.
So
yeah, I hope you get it.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put that down too.
Send me a super chat from send me a super chat from heaven, bro. The ghost of Papa Left has left the building. No doubt, man. Glad you're doing
Him and
all
Kurt
right.
Cobain watching
him
the
and
show.
Kurt
That's crazy.
Cobain up there watching us, man. So salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out. I want to I shouted out Chuck D. Everybody throw hashtag PE in the chat to salute Chuck D. But we also got Lloyd Banks in the chat as well. So everybody throw G Unit in the chat. Lloyd Banks in here, Boy Wonder, Blue Hefner in the building. So salute to those guys in the chat, chopping it up with the people. Definitely appreciate it. Chuck D did send us a shout out. He said, not only has Randle proven to be a true Knick, but he has withstood the NYC MSG pressures that made Luke Apps Don Zingas jet out of town.
Oh Lord,
That's a fact. That is a fact. And who saw that game last night?
I did.
Who saw that game last night?
Saw the highlights.
Because what a game last night it was.
What a game.
What a game, Ash. When our guy, Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
Carmelo
Yo.
Anthony and my guy, Dame Dollars, went into Dallas and took care of business for us. It was a close game. It was a very tight game. Blazers went up, had a sizable lead, but Dallas cut it down. But in the end, it was Dame time, and Melo made a heck of a play. He knew where the weak link was in that Dallas defense, and he looked right at his old teammate in Porzingis. Did a double pump fake and found Derrick Jones leaking behind Porzingis to seal the game. So Portland was able to get that W, and another loss for Dallas, man. So two wins. You know what I mean? 2 wins. Gotta love it, bro.
Exactly. Hashtag Mavs fade for Cade.
Mavs fade for Cade. So yeah, could turn out to be a good season
fairness,
for us, man.
we did try to warn them about KP, but nobody wanted to listen.
I mean, I think they were split on the trade. You know, myself included. I was on this channel, you know, kind of riffing on it, and at times, you know, people will tell you I was tight about it. And,
he was tight.
Yeah, very tight, very tight. But you know, the way
I was like,
we
we gotta wait.
Yeah,
we
gotta wait and see. Gotta wait and see. But the way this thing is shaking out, we could be in a nice position come summertime. So let's see how that works. Let's go to Shaolin. DJ, what's going on?
What's up, y'all? Hit that thumbs up button for the team. The Big Three is back. I didn't call on Saturday because there was no reason to. I knew they were going to do light work out of the Houston Rockets. Shout out to the referee, Mrs. Lauren Holtkin. That's all I'm saying because Ashley's on the show, so that's all I'm saying. Now, what I gotta say about tonight is all hail King Caesar.
Yes.
Julius. That's all I got. Right now, the last time a Knick had 40 plus points, Carmelo Anthony versus the Knicks. The last time a Knick had a 45-5 stat line, Stephon Marbury, 2005.
Put some respect.
It's CP. I think you said there's 3,000 Knicks fans in here. Tomorrow is double the vote. If you don't vote for Julius Randle, regardless of how you felt going into this season, you're not a Knicks fan. This man is taking all the hits and arrows. It's nothing, and he came back better.
He did.
Culture and Tibbs, and I love what I could take away from tonight. I know it's the Hawks; they don't play no defense, but I love Tibbs' last start at 5. Man, He didn't go back with Peyton and Bullock. He went with Quickley and Rose. Let's keep it going. I made it short. Y'all my favorite Big Three.
Yes,
sir. That thumbs up button. There's 3,000 people in here. He should get 3,000 votes tomorrow.
Let's get that. DJ, appreciate it.
I got to correct him, though.
Yeah, what up?
Trey Burke.
Trigger Trey did have a 40-piece against Charlotte. Him and Kemba had a duel. That was a memorable game.
Exactly.
Yeah, can't forget about Trey Burke. There was a substantial Trey Burke hive going on.
He's still in Dallas, right?
He's still in Dallas. He's still there. But I mean, I think the bottom line is, as he said, the key point there was that the resiliency of Julius, coming back after a rough year last year, drawing the ire of the fans. And now embracing this role. Now we'll see what happens once the fans come back in, because right now it's no fans. So we'll see.
We'll know next week.
Yeah, we'll definitely know next week.
Yeah, but even still, though, I mean, if you look at that front row down there, you got Scott Perry, Allen Houston, Worldwide West, Leon Rose right there, front court and center. So I mean, you're looking at the dudes right there that could change your future with the stroke of a pen. Every night they sitting literally on the court right there. So
I know I would be nervous.
It's a little different though when the fans are booing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But I don't think the fans will be in a bad mood when they come in this season. I think they're gonna be hyped. It's gonna be a different energy.
I know I would be nervous playing in front of Allen Houston. That's for sure. Hey, Allen.
For a completely different reason. Ash still on that Valentine's Day wave. She's still on that Valentine's Day wave. Oh
whatever.
My God. Whatever.
Okay.
Super chat from Will Notes. He says the North remembers. Ooh.
Big
He's
Jon
with you.
Snow.
He's with you. Iller says, I want to see more of RJ with Rose and Quickley. Definitely. Please keep Peyton away from RJ. It just doesn't work. Agree with that. And Iggy needs to be called up ASAP. We did see Rose get a dime to RJ on a three-pointer jail. So I thought that was nice.
Yeah, I definitely thought that was
good way
nice.
to kick things off.
Somebody passing to RJ for a 3. Facts. Very nice. Always like it.
Yeah, 100%. Ash, who you want to shout out in the chat tonight?
Let's see. Shout out to first of all, shout out to all my Haitians putting Sapase in the chat.
All right. A lot of Zoes in the chat, Ash. You brought them. You brought all them Zoe.
Yeah, you definitely brought them. They live all next door to you.
Right, listen,
and they in Brooklyn heavy too.
Shout out to everyone saying I'm thirsty for giving Allen Houston a shout out. I thought I made that clear that him and Allen Iverson were my first crushes, so whatever. And he's very much married, so it's okay. And shout out to all over 3,000 of you guys chilling in the chat with us. Like, this is what's up. I want to see double. I want to see these numbers when we're down, though. When we lose too.
Yeah.
All 72.
All 72. Hashtag all 72.
And I'm not rocking with that, but that's okay. That's cool. Whatever. And also, I'm not seeing any cash app being delivered.
The Julius Randle apology tour. Salute to Louder Films team, hashtag new. Salute to Jon Snow Targaryen in here. All right, so we got some Game of Thrones peoples in here. Seen a lot of G units, a lot of hashtag PEs. Boogie Down Boy team, hashtag new in here. Okay, Gregory Joseph, what's going on? A lot of PEG unit jail. So you want to shout out in here?
I got to shout out the people who travel. Shout out to John Talento. Shout out to my fake cousin Ellis.
Winston
Shout out to you.
Ellis.
Winston Ellis. Yeah, shout out to you, Winston Ellis. Shout out to D Nice. I see my guy Young Simba in the building. Shout out to you.
We've been doing that for 3 years, bro. I don't think I've ever not laughed at that.
But it's
Never.
the face he makes when
never,
he does
never.
it.
Yeah.
So obnoxious.
It never gets old, man.
You gotta connect, man. You gotta connect to the land, right? I felt connected.
Oh my God, bro.
Yo, shout out to Knicks Prime. Shout out to Ari Michael, man. We be showing love as well. Todd Barbie, Urza MJ, Rich Jim. Shout out to you, man. Rich
All
Jim.
right, no
I
doubt.
think that's on SK too, yo. Shout out to
Here we go. Back to the phones. About to rip off three straight. Jay from East New York. What's going on, bro?
Fellas, Ashley, how you doing? Yo, man, I just want to get right to it.
Yeah.
RJ is a stabilizing force, man. This is what I like to see from him. He had a couple mid-ranges. He got to the basket. But most importantly, he knocked down them threes, man. The more he developed that shot and get more confident in that shot, it's going to open up everything. And another thing I want to point out, Derrick Rose is a key addition to this team.
Mm-hmm.
The way he pulled those guys in and was talking to them and getting their mind right, you know what I'm saying, after the play was over, I like that. Quickly, he made adjustments. You see the floater wasn't hit. He started gunning them threes. He started making them passes. That's what I like to see, the little things, man. The Knicks is looking real good. 7th seed, man. It's a good day to be a Knicks fan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good points, man. Good points. And Jay from East New York was the one he wanted to see RJ knocking those threes down. So he definitely got it tonight. 3 for 3. 3 for 3 for RJ
Perfect.
tonight. And again, one came off of a Quickley dish, one came off of a Julius dish, and one came off of D Rose, man. One came off of D Rose. So glad to see RJ bounce back, man. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Jack from Pittsburgh. Jack, what's going on?
How you doing, CP? Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear, man. How you doing, bro?
Well, I haven't been calling in a while, but you know that I was on the trade Randle train, and you know, I'm a bit wrong now. I have to admit, I was a bit wrong.
Okay.
Let's talk about how the positives since I've gone. You know, DSJ's gone, but I will say I'm wrong, and Randle's a superstar. I want to come on and say I apologize for doubting Julius Randle.
We're not copping pleas on the phone.
No doubt.
Don't be the money.
They're coming contrite. They are coming contrite, man.
We are not copping.
They're coming hat in hand.
No, I
They're
said at the
coming
beginning
hat
of the
in
show,
hand.
CP. I said at the beginning of the show, we
Yeah.
are accepting apologies in cash
Exactly.
only.
Listen,
Okay.
I have nothing to apologize about.
Oh, come on.
Because
These only.
As I
Revisionist
said,
history. Here we go
there's no
again.
revisionist history. As I said, if you go back to the season preview, all my takes are in the archives. So I could back up everything.
Serge,
It's all on
help
tape.
me out here,
it's
man.
all on tape. And as I said,
Yo, he's
with Ashley
copping
on the
pleas
show,
right now.
I was the only one on the panel. I think maybe Alex might have said it. The MVP of the team is going to be Julius Randle.
That's
they're
a
not
cop-out.
going anywhere.
Everybody
without
said
him.
that.
No. Ashley said RJ. I think P said Obi, and maybe Alex
That's
said.
different from trading Randall, CP. That's different from trading Randall.
But listen, I got to wear my GM hat too, bro.
No,
This
that's
is-
two
this
different
isn't-
conversations,
this isn't
CP.
fantasy.
Don't be
Island.
the money.
This
That's
isn't
two
Fantasy
different
Island.
conversations, CP.
What's a different conversation?
The concept of the conversation, who's going to be the best on the team, that's a whole different conversation. We're
What?
talking about should we trade Julius Randle conversation.
And at the
specifically.
time when we were here, the
Beloved.
three of us were here. I was saying, if there's a deal to be made, you make it. Period.
You were pushing to make the deal. though.
Period.
No, you
Pushing.
were so
Pushing.
fugazi. Now it's not even funny.
Listen, it's all on tape. It's all on the tapes, man.
Yo, that's such a fugazi.
It's all on the
Yeah, and then
archives.
Ari tries to do the spin. If we get
That's
two,
such cap.
Ari came with the spin. Was like, oh, if we get 2 first rounders, you were like, we're not going to get 2 first rounders
That's what
for
I said.
Julius Randle.
Yeah.
So you're saying trade him for less than 2 first rounders?
I said don't trade him because we're not going to get his true value. We're not going to get his true value, so it wouldn't even make sense. I came
You're
to the center.
so
I
cap.
came to the center.
Extra large
when
cap,
y'all
bro.
were saying
Extra large
when
cap.
you guys said pick up the option, I came
You
back. a little
got there, CP. You got there like eventually.
Yeah, I
You
came
wasn't there.
around.
That you wasn't there.
I can't
You wasn't
listen.
there.
Last year took a toll on me, man. I watched every game. I watched all the spin moves, all the turnovers. What do you want me to do?
I feel you. I was watching the spin moves
then
and
the plug told me.
He out here swishing
Listen,
and dishing.
the plug told me, hey. Then the plug told me, hey, he's on the block. And so I let the people know he's on the block. Ian Begley, he's on the block. It was known. It was known in the offseason that they were shopping him.
I know.
So
I was
what
there.
You want to kill the messenger now?
Stop switching the story, CP. Stop switching the story. Who's your lawyer? Stop switching the story. We're not talking about rumors from before Ashley even got here. We're not even talking about that, CP.
Listen. There were only 2 people on the Julius Randle Express. There were only 2 people.
Facts.
Saying,
From the beginning.
Do not trade him because
he's
not ready. Do not trade him because we don't need to. If you trade him, he puts up all of most of our points. He is the heartbeat of the team. X, Y, and Z. And we said, do not touch him. Y'all were like, well, why did we draft Obi?
Exactly. Just like that voice. That voice.
Well, look,
it was a waste of pick.
It still is. It still is. Let's be real. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
C in CP means cap. I like that.
What's going on in the chat, man? Let me make sure the people ain't turning on me on the chat. I'm seeing a lot of Benedict Arnolds going on in the chat right now, man. Come on.
Because they were here. It took you a few episodes.
I got the mods on my side, man.
It took you a few
make sure
episodes,
you stay
CP.
on, man.
It took you like 3 or so episodes, CP.
Oh my lord.
You got here though. You got here.
Let me speaking of Julius. Speaking of Julius. Let me hear. Wait, is Ash talking or I think you're okay, you're good now. All right. All right, speaking of Julius, let's go to the president of the Julius Randle fan club, Sergio from the Bronx, making his return, of course, as we expected. Serge, what's going on?
Put some respect on my nephew's name, bitches. Yeah.
Yo, family show.
Special night. Keep it family. But you know what? After all the hard work, all you people bad-mouthing him last year, oh, this is so sweet, bro. I'm so happy for him, bro. Yo, I have so much. As a New Yorker, bro, I respect grind, bro. And if you don't respect grind, then you ain't a real New Yorker, son. That's what I got to say about that. But, yo, this is it, son. The end. This is the end of Foolius Handles. This is the end of No Handle Randle. This is the end of Dubious Handles. And more importantly, this is the end of the one-man hive. The hive is popping. All these turncoats, they all jumping on the wagon. And I'm sorry, I have to say this, Miss Ashley, but what are you talking about 2 people? If you're on an apology tour, then girlfriend, I've been on the road for over a year. You need to get in line. Because them apologies is
Serge did start the rally. Serge did start the battle cry from last year.
Yo, wait. Which is going to bring me to the hashtag of the night. The word that started it all. Wildonado. Wildonado is making a comeback, bro. And it's not just for Kellerman this time. It's for any of you cats who are still on that train wreck take of getting rid of Randle, son. Because you know what? That take is aged as well as the Kwame Brown rookie card, bro. That's just trash already. We need to stop that. But you know what? People are encouraging me. They're trying to egg me on. Go after Ari. I ain't going to do that. Because at the end of the day, Ari's a Knicks fan, and he wants to win. But tonight, I told you it was special. It's very special tonight. And you're probably wondering why it's special. Because as you all know, I'm the president of the Julius Randle fan club. I've had the vice presidency open, and it's been open for a specific person. And tonight, I feel is the night that this person has to finally, once and for all, just come out and say, Tim Hardaway, my ass, he is a star player. Come on, Ari. That VP is waiting for you, brother.
Ari,
only for you. You're moving up from the mailroom, baby.
All right, so say no more. We brought him in. Here he is.
I've been waiting
Ari,
for Ari.
What's going on? Talk to
Come
us.
on, Ari. Ari, I want you to tell me. Come on, you love him, Ari. You know you love him. So tell me.
All right. Listen. All right. First of all, I'll give Serge credit on this. He was on the Julius Randle. Like, he's the one person who listen, if we're going to be honest here, on draft night, Serge kind of conceded. But you know what?
I was resigned. There's a difference.
All right, whatever. I'll give you credit. You were actually the person who said he was good before he actually became good. But Jay Ellis, Ashley, I don't know if I can give you that kind of props of being right.
What?
You don't know what? What'd he say?
Join the vice president. Come on, Ari.
What'd he say?
You, baby.
What'd he say?
Hold on.
Hold on. Let
me
him
just
insert CashApp first.
Let me just clarify where I stand right now. All right.
Yeah.
I would listen. To be honest, now it's 3 first-round picks for me. So, listen. Here's where I'm at. All right. It's not a knock on Randle. And Serge, I'll give you credit. You're right. All right. He's playing great basketball. He is a superstar. Right now, he's a superstar. It has nothing to do with how good Julius Randle is. It has to do with being financially responsible and continuing a rebuild, okay? There's only 10 players in the league I would throw max money at. There's only 10 guys I would throw max money at. And if you're not going to throw max money and extend Julius Randle, then I feel like you should trade him at your highest value. And right now, he's not a top 10 player to me. That doesn't mean Serge is wrong. Serge is right. I'll give you credit. Do I want to be the VP of the association?
Yes, you do.
You know what? I'll be your VP.
Come on, Ari. Come on.
I'll be your VP.
He accepted.
Yeah.
But,
Yes. Yes, that's it. It's over.
But if we get 3 first-round picks, listen. The GM of the Wizards today just said that he wants 5 first-round picks and a young player and expiring contracts for Bradley Beal. If you're going to get that for Bradley Beal, you're telling me you can't get 3 first-round picks or a young player and 2 first-round picks like KP got? KP hasn't had a year like this, So,
well, Ari, would you agree? Would you agree that the Knicks are a team that are willing to part with and have 3 first-round picks for a star player? The Knicks are in that boat. Can we agree on that? They are in that boat. Now, you're saying Julius Randle is worth 3 first-round picks, and the Knicks are willing to give 3 first-round picks to someone else.
Ooh,
why would you give up a player that's already worth the amount of picks?
I already saw where he was going. I saw that
He boxed him in. He boxed him in.
I saw that coming.
All right. So what I'm saying is, listen, at the end of next year, you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to either have to pay Julius Randle if he keeps on playing like this, max money, and then you're going to have to decide if you can't keep Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson. Like, one of them has to go in order to maintain some kind of cap flexibility into the future, right? And the thing about it is, Julius Randle, right? Do you really want to invest? Do you really want to invest the max money in Julius Randle, right? What I'm saying is that.
Ari, explain to me why you wouldn't. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to invest the type of money for a star player that we've been looking for, and now we have that player, and you're willing to let this player go to get picks that we have no idea if they're going to roll out?
Because he's not a number 1 option. He's not even a number 2 option on a championship team. In the NBA today,
but he's not. But as you build a team, it's all right if you get a third option first. It's not normal that you're going to get your first option is the first player you're going to build around. You know what I'm saying? You could get that third option. You could get that second option and just keep having your flexibility until you can get that first option. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean just because he's not a first option to get rid of him.
No, but I'm saying if you can get 3 first-round picks for him, or a young player 2 first-round picks for him, or if you can get a haul for him, you could use those assets to get a number 1 option or a real number 2 option. That's what I'm saying.
Ari, with the assets that we have, who's to say that with the picks we have, we can't do that already?
All right, last points.
You know it doesn't make sense to just keep having more picks. You know what I'm saying? We got the star player. A bird in hand is worth more than 2 in the bush, my G.
All right. That's Serge's points. Ari close.
My closing argument is this. I would still do the deal. Listen, there's no one on the Knicks, and no one, unless you're Luka Doncic or LeBron James, that's untouchable in the NBA. All right? Maybe Steph Curry or something. All right? So you always have to be open to the possibilities, right?
Yeah.
And if you get teams are going to be looking for superstars to add. There's no superstars on the market besides Bradley Beal. Teams are going to be calling in about Randle. If there's a deal that comes in that makes sense, 3 first-round picks, 2 first-round, whatever, I would still do it. That being said, if we don't trade Randle and we pick up his option, I wouldn't be tight about it because he's playing really well.
All right, and there it is. There it is. We had an impromptu battle of the fans. Throw your winners in the chat right now, Sergio or Ari. My judges on the panel. Who took that one? Who do you think?
Ari said a whole lot of nothing. All I heard.
he was stuttering the light.
I never heard Ari stutter so much in my life.
All I heard was him copping pleas for the fact that he was dead wrong. Okay? Then he tried to discredit me like I wasn't driving the Randle train since day one. Okay? And Jay Ellis wasn't on the caboose with me. Okay? He was there. Ari was the one talking about trading him for 2 first-rounders. Now it's 3 first-rounders.
You're not getting
that.
You're not getting
now
that.
You think the stock's going up. Like, let's be honest, Ari. You were ready to trade away Julius Randle for a chopped cheese and a quarter water, and now that man drops 44 points tonight, and all of a sudden you're like, well, I just think that we can't keep both Mitch and Randle. Now it's Mitch and Randle, because before it was Obi and Randle. Now Obi's okay, and it's on the Mitch train.
And now we accepted the vice president nominee. I don't even know how Ari can win this. The chat is unanimous right now with Serge going through, man. Ari, I'm sorry, man.
Do I need a breakdown for this? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, James. Go ahead, bro.
I applied
Serge, obviously.
the vice president shit,
Serge,
by the way.
obviously.
I applied.
The Serge, obviously. But, like, my thing is this, man. I think the one thing we're missing here is Julius Randle is like, 26, 27 years old? And this is his first year being this good. And, like, the question has been, he is not, the go-to all-star guy. He's the second option, third option, da-da-da-da-da. My counter to that is we didn't even know he was going to be this last year.
Yeah.
So how do you then say, this is it? He can't be something else next. You don't know. You just don't know.
And that's why I came around to saying pick up the option to see if this is a repeatable outcome. You know what I mean? If this profile that we're seeing right now is a repeatable thing, I think it would behoove the Knicks to pick up the option and see.
Exactly. And then if this continues next season, then you have to really make a decision that even though he might not be the first option, he could be the second option. Well, or he could be 1A. Like you just don't know.
It's a decision that all teams come down to. It's what the Bucks did with Middleton. You can go on and on with guys who are, sub all-star level that get those max bags. It's a cost of doing business. You know what I mean? It's a necessary evil unless you get the trade that you're looking for. But to me, what Ari's saying, 2 first-round picks, 3 first-round picks, I just don't see it. Because the sample size is very small. And that's why maybe next year, if it's the same situation, maybe the market value goes up. But we don't know the market value right now.
Right. We just know he's putting up 22, 11, and 6 assists a game.
Yeah.
And playing defense and contributing to a winning team. Or close to a winning team.
I was driving the boat, so I deserve that.
The boat, the train, the bus.
I think Ari should be vacated of his position, and it goes to me. Just saying, if you guys want me for VP, put Ash for VP in the chat. I think I should take the title. It has to be appointed by the people, so I'll let you guys vote on it. And also, shout out to my dad in the chat. Hi, Daddy. I see you.
Mr. Moss is in the chat. Is that
Mr.
Jeff
Moss
Jeff
in the
Moss?
Chat. Hello.
Jeff Moss, Mr. Moss says Randle is in his prime. The game is slowed down, and he will be even better. He's got a point. He's got a point.
Hello.
Yeah. he was listening to you bellowing from upstairs. He's like, yo, let me get in on this thing, man. Let me get in on this thing. So salute to Mr. Boss in the building. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. I see a lot of Ash for VP going on in the chat. A lot of Ash for VP going on in the chat. So, Ari, man, you got to come back with some more fire, bro. You got to come back with some more fire. And come back stronger, man. That's just what it is. Let's go back to the phone. Jacob from Niagara. Jacob, how you doing, bro?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Long-time caller, or long-time listener, first-time caller. First and foremost, everybody hit that thumbs up button for the boy. We gotta get that thumbs up.
Yeah, let's get those likes up. Let's get those likes up.
We're looking at it right there at the screen. Let's go.
Yeah.
So, I just want to make a couple quick points. In regards to Randle, I like Randle. I liked his signing last season. I think he's playing super well right now, and I'm definitely interested in picking up the option. But like you just said, if we can get a good value trade out of him next season, because I would like to see a good playoff run this year. I think everyone knows by now we're probably gonna sneak into the playoffs in some way, shape, or form. The East is super weak, so I just think we can make a good playoff run. And if it's disappointing and Randall's got high value, let's get rid of him. We got Obi. I would like to see him really develop into something big, but time will tell with him. Coming along slow is going to be totally fine. So, yeah, thanks guys.
Appreciate it, man. Listen, we got 3,000 people watching here. If they make the playoffs, this thing is going to go bananas. So I would love to see it. I would definitely love to see it. And as we said, with the way Dallas is going backwards, could end up being the best of both worlds for Knicks and Knicks fans. Knicks in the playoffs and still with the lottery pick. To me, that's the outcome I'm looking for. So we'll see where they end up. We'll definitely see where they end up. But as you said, the East, it's a tight race. It's a tight race. As much as they can get in, they can also be out, by a couple games, losing a couple games here and there. You got to hope Julius stays healthy and they keep clicking.
Yeah, the East is wide open. And I think, it's the first time I think in a while that it's been wide open like this. For the most part, for the past, I want to say maybe like 5-10 years, it's been pretty much consistent on who the top dogs were going to be coming out of the East, especially when LeBron was still on the East. So I think now is the first time we're seeing that a lot of teams that really weren't able to shine are now starting to kind of maneuver their way into the playoff picture, and teams that you didn't expect to be number one, like the 76ers, are now sitting at the top of the conference. So I feel like it's a wide open conference, unlike the West, which I think is a little bit more expected. Yeah. Obviously the Jazz are playing out of their mind, but for the most part, you kind of expect who's going to be those top seeds, the Lakers, the Clippers, things like that. The East is
Jazz
everybody's
are playing
game.
incredible basketball.
The East is anybody's game, and if the Knicks, want the experience and they just want to get their feet wet and what it's like playing in the playoffs, the window is wide open for them to do so.
Absolutely, and who put that battery in the Jazz back after they came to MSG and got served up by Austin Rivers?
Where has Austin been?
Hey, he's just hanging out, man. He's waiting for his turn. He's waiting for his turn. That's all. Mm-hmm. That's all. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Chuck D has alerted us. We are 500 away from 2,000 likes. Let's get the likes up there. We will give away the snapback if we get there. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button for sure. A couple more super chats have come in. Fat Boy with Kicks says, I lost a super chat. Fat Boy with Kicks says, he sent a couple. I think Knox can steal some of Burke's minutes. He hasn't been the same since the injury. What do you think, Jails? So. Yeah. What do you think?
I don't think so, because Burke can still do other things.
Yeah.
He likes Burke's versatility. He likes that he can pass. I feel like Burke's passing has been kind of underrated.
Passing has been good
these last few games.
Yeah, passing has been good.
Yeah, so I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
And remember, Burks played the one for the Warriors and the Sixers last year. Some sporadically, certain minutes, but he played it there, and so I think you're right. I think Tibbs likes his versatility, the fact that he can still draw fouls. He did so today, and again, Kev has to show more than just being corner three Kev.
Yeah, especially if the corner three is not hitting.
Yeah, sorry.
If you believe those rumors, the Knicks are looking to trade that man. So
yeah, and I followed up. Good point, Ash. I did follow up with the plug. Nothing concrete, but the plug did say that Kev, Frank, Rivers, and Peyton are basically up for grabs right now. So,
and Peyton, that's interesting.
Kev, Rivers, and Peyton?
Kev, Rivers, Peyton, and Frank. From what he told me, they're basically open for business.
Can't say I'd be heartbroken. Say I'd be heartbroken.
Remember, Peyton has no trade clause, so that's a more tricky situation.
That Peyton one surprises me.
Yeah.
I actually would not hate the fact of Peyton staying, just because of how he's been contributing so far. I think if you would have asked me this maybe 3 weeks ago, I'd be like, trade him, here, take him, just please get him out my face. But I feel like the way he's been contributing, especially on the defensive end and offensively, I think he's still He has his moments. He's hot and cold, but I think when he's offensively on, he's on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with him staying. I don't feel like that would be a move that we had to make. But Frank, you already know, if we ain't gonna use him, lose him.
I think Frank is toast. I think Frank is toast.
And Rivers, Rivers is just too inconsistent for me. Like it's night and day almost. It's like he doesn't take MJ's secret stuff before the game. I don't know what's going on, but like it's not the same Rivers that I saw 4 weeks ago. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah, if you can trade Peyton, like it's just tough because if you can, I guess like his trade value is getting up there now.
I think it'd be trying to sell high. I think it'd be trying to sell high situation.
Yeah, like he's been playing better. But it's just that no trade clause just limits your opportunities.
Is it a Mook type trade that you can make with a contender? Is it the Clippers that's looking for a point guard? Who knows? They probably have no more bullets left. They probably had no more draft picks left to give. But
that would be funny. A Peyton and a young guy trade.
Yeah.
To bring back Mook.
Yeah. Yeah,
that would be hilarious. And then you have Mook with the first or second. Oh, that's funny.
That would be funny, man. But yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard from the plug. Peyton, Frank, Rivers, and Knox, all up for grabs. But they're not going to make any moves that doesn't suit them. So they're not going to make any rush or aggressive moves. They're going to make the moves that make the most sense for them going forward. So let's see what happens. We are closing in on almost a month away from the trade deadline. Let's see what direction the team goes in. All right, couple more. Let's hear from, I see the closers waiting patiently. I see the closers waiting patiently. Fred from Fresh Meadows. Fred, how you doing tonight?
Hey, CP. Hey, first, I need to do a shout-out to Ashley's alma mater because my brother's 2 kids went to FAU and loved it there. So
nice.
First, a shout-out to her school.
Nice.
And as far as tonight, pardon me?
No, she was just she was celebrating doing her school call. She said owls up, so owls up, yeah.
Oh, okay. Any case, I'm probably one of the few people tonight watching this who saw the original Julius play.
Yeah, he's an OG,
and
man.
When I saw Dr. J have some amazing shots, I have to tell you, I never saw him take a shot from behind the backboard and put up a looping rainbow arc type of long jumper and hit nothing but net. So hats off to our 21st century Julius on that. And with his 44 points tonight, our Dr. J matched Clyde's career high. So although Clyde obviously didn't have the advantage of the 3-point shots back then, but really an incredible performance, incredible stats. And for anyone who thinks about trading Julius Randle now, I just say no way whatsoever.
Yeah, and appreciate the call, Fred. Definitely appreciate it. And Fred is an OG. Fred is an OG, and he just wrote memoirs of a Knicks fan by Fred Canner. So we're gonna have him on the show and talk about it. But Fred's been there from the beginning, man, from the championship days on down. So we label our OGs. We call them OGs for the people who have seen it all. All the good moments that there is to see in Knicks history. And Fred is definitely one of those. So looking forward to our conversation. Thanks for calling in, Fred, and a connection to your school, Ashley. So
I love it.
A lot of connections there. No doubt. Let's go to the Heights, Washington Heights. Howie's in here. Howie, how you doing? Oh.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
What's good, bro? How you doing?
I'm all right. I just wanted to say, finally, we got the closing lineup that we've been dreaming of. I hope Tibbs continues to use that lineup to close the game out. I also wanted to say Ari's 100% right. I don't know about 3 firsts for Randle, but I don't think that he's untradeable. I think where we're at, you have to pick up the phone and hear what other GMs are offering.
Yeah.
We're in the talent acquisition stage.
Yeah.
We need as many picks, as many assets as we could possibly get. Randle's playing out of his mind, but we're still in that mode.
Yes.
We need to get as many picks and look towards the future. That's all I really got for you, but thank you for your time.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you. All right. I know you two would disagree, but I agree with him.
You always listen.
You always listen.
You always listen. You never hang up the phone. You what are you talking? You always listen. But I'm not shopping him. I'm not gonna be like it's automatic. We gotta move him. I'm gonna you gotta see what's real. That's all I'm saying.
You gotta see what's real, and I agree with you. I don't think they're actively shopping him anymore. But yeah, you still gotta see what's out there and gauge his market value. See what you can get. But tonight, 44 points, 7 of 13 from downtown. That's a difficult decision to make, man. Certainly making it harder.
Yeah, exactly. It's not cut and dry there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Who else is in here? Let's go to ATL. Josh, how you doing?
How you doing, guys? I'll go ahead and make it quick, short, and sweet. 2 words for tonight's game: barbecue chicken, because that's all Julius Randle seen tonight. The Hawks threw Capella at him, Collins at him, Gallinari at him. It didn't matter. He was hitting everything, and whenever he was starting to slip up a little bit, the supporting cast came in and were knocking down big shots too. It's a great night to be a Knicks fan, great time to be a Knicks fan, great to see the team playing good. I hope they keep it up, and I'm not sure if y'all seen the rest of the schedule for the month, but again, 2 words: barbecue chicken. I'm out.
Barbecue chicken, man.
You're hungry now.
Yeah, facts. I had some barbecue chicken tonight, matter of fact. Yeah, it was pretty damn good.
You went to Snyder?
Nah, man, I made my own. And what I heard they closed Snyder Wings jails.
They closed Snyder Wings?
Yeah. Ash, you missed the show. We were talking about an old Brooklyn staple, a Chinese restaurant, dubbed Snyder Wings. It was actually not called Snyder Wings jails. It was actually called China Restaurant. Just very generic.
China Restaurant.
Yeah. No slander, no slander.
Generic.
That was the real name of the restaurant. It was called China Restaurant, but it was on Snyder Avenue. I forgot the cross street. Best wings, best Chinese food wings.
They closed it?
Yeah, I think somebody texted me on Twitter, said they closed the jail. So
was it BC?
R.I.P.
Was it BC before Corona or after?
Before, way before. Yeah, way before. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So RIP's Snyder Wings. D Nights in the chat said, the store is closed. China Restaurant on Snyder Avenue. That's it. But somebody told me it closed. But anyway, JJ from Brooklyn, what's going on?
Yo, what's good? What a great win, man. Randle, I'm not going to lie. I was with UCP. I was on the whole see what you can get for Randle. Mm-hmm. But I still don't think we're going to get the value, the type of trade value that, that's going to equal the way he's playing on the floor. And if we do get first-round picks, it's not going to be from a team that's near the lottery. It's going to be a team that's, it's going to be around 20 or if not later. So at this rate, I just don't think it's really going to be worth it. You pick up the option, and then if you got to work out a contract, then you do that, or you see if you could trade next year, But I just don't think you're just going to get the type of value you want right now. Mm-hmm. And RJ, man, I definitely think that he's going to thrive most with Rose and Quickley, just because you can see he has way more spacing. He's going to have way better looks on the perimeter, way easier driving lanes. So with him next to Peyton, it's just not a good pairing, So Noel came through clutch with a couple of huge blocks, another big stand at the rim that made forgot who it was, but he made someone miss a dunk.
Yeah.
And shout out to our boy Melo helping.
Melo helped us out in a big way.
They're on a bit of a winning streak, but let's just pray that pick ends up in the lottery, man. I'm watching Mavs games like it's the Knicks, just rooting against them more hard. And
that's a fact.
So let's just hope that pick falls somewhere that'll really benefit us.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good night.
Appreciate it, man. The thing with Peyton is that and he had 12 points tonight, 7 boards, only 1 assist. He's looking for his own shot, man.
Yeah.
He's not passing it, man.
Not at all, man. Not even look.
Once he puts his head down and goes to the bucket, it's either hit or miss. There's no passing. There's no passing involved, man.
Yeah, man. It's like, what happened? He used to pass a little bit at least, but now he just went.
Damn, homie.
Full row.
What happened?
You was the man, homie.
Yeah,
what happened to you? I don't understand what's happening.
I don't know, man. But Peyton's numbers, 3 dimes. He's only averaging 3 dimes. Julius is averaging more assists than Peyton.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, 3.6 dimes on the season for Peyton. 3.6 dimes.
I don't know. I feel like it might be partly coaching, but still. I know they're encouraging to shoot more, but still at some point when you drive, kick, You can't be floating. You're not IQ with the floater. Kick it out sometime.
Kick it to RJ.
Kick it to RJ. Set a man up for a lob. Something.
Yeah, kick it to RJ, man. So we shall see what's happened. All right. So look, here's what happened. We fell short of our goal of 2,000 likes in the chat, but I'm feeling generous anyway. So we're gonna give away a snapback. The forms should be going through the chat. We're going to give it away in 5 minutes, people. So if you don't make the list, you're going to be cut off till next time. Make sure you sign up, and we'll give the snapback away. A couple more super chats came in. Salute to Chuck D, Rhyme Animal. He says, we're going to have low points headed forward in this NBA, but keep the foot on the gas. Keep their feet on the gas. Let's go Super 3. The Teacher Nick 3 MCs. CP Ash JLs. Hashtag Knicks Nation. Salute to Rhyme Animal Chuck D. Always appreciate your support. Larry Israel, LI from LI says Julius Randle, beat mode. RJ from 3. Bang. IQ from deep again. D-Rose defense. Wow. Just wow. Gotta like what you see, man. Definitely gotta like what you see. Henna Free says, inspiring win. No Mitch and our boys are working hard, defending and getting to the paint. Props to great effort and for y'all holding it down. Definitely appreciate it. Owen, I think it's Owen is his name, so appreciate you. And salute to everybody in the chat.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, what's going on?
We have over 2,500 people in this chat right now. 2,526 to be exact. And I only see 1.7 likes. I'm not a fan of that. Run them likes up because I know y'all in here.
Hit that thumbs up on the squad.
Hit the thumbs up. It takes 2 seconds. We just won a game. We won 3 in a row. I need better energy. I need more energy from you guys. Hit the like button for me, please. Thank you. Carry on.
PSA from Lady KnicksFanTV. You heard her. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Let's go. Climbing up to 1,700. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. But, we had a good turnout today. All right, a couple more calls until we get to the giveaway. Let's go to Mason from New Jersey. Mason, what's going on?
Hey, CP, what's up? Great show tonight so far. I'm going to switch it up. I want to talk about RJ a little bit. I'm saying these last few games is like the exact reason I'm not worried about his development. You know, he missed a shot against Miami, sat out a few fourth quarters. He didn't pout at all. He comes back tonight. He steps up, no hesitation. It's 3 threes in the fourth, I believe, or maybe 2 in the fourth. But yeah, that's my main point. I also want to say really impressive from Noel. I think he had 5 fouls with 7 minutes left in the fourth. Stayed the whole game, made a huge impact. So those are the 2 things I gleaned from this game besides Randle, obviously. But yeah, man, thanks for having me. Great show.
Appreciate it, Mason. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I think we've said a couple games now, RJ's mental toughness. He never lets himself get down and out. And even though he had a couple bad games, he came off of a big streak. So just a little bump in the road. I think Asher touched on it last show. Just a little bump in the road, but bounced back in a big way with some clutch shots tonight. So give credit to him.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You can't count RJ out, man. He's going to work through any problem he has. He has a work ethic to get through anything. I was never worried about RJ, and he proved today 3 from 3 from 3-point line. I mean, I'm at this point, I'm pretty confident that next season we're actually going to see more of his true averages. I feel like that 3-point percentage is going to climb next season. I feel like his points per game is going to look better. His field goal percentage is going to be good. It's going to look like a completely different player.
That's a fact, and the likes are going up.
Thank you.
Ashley Fan TV is heeding the call.
Somebody asked who has the best lasagna in the city. One of my favorite places to get lasagna. I am half Italian. What
city?
I love me some New York City.
Oh, I was about to say, not my. Okay, all right. Just
No.
making sure.
You thought you were talking about Miami?
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm a big fan. I don't know how many of you can relate, but I'm a big fan of Carmine's. It's one of my favorite restaurants.
Oh, Carmine's, yeah.
Carmine's is good.
Carmine's is one of my
I haven't been there in a
favorite
while, man.
I've been in a while though.
That's one of the places I would recommend to who asked. I forgot who it was.
That's lasagna, man.
Yo, I'm getting hungry now, man. Y'all's barbecue chicken, not lasagna. Y'all getting
I don't know. I haven't been out in such a long time. I couldn't tell you, man.
Restaurants have opened as of yesterday in New York. 25%.
Oh, well, yeah. No, I used to hit up San Gennaro's heavy. Go
San
Little
Gennaro.
Italy, Mulberry Street down there. And
Okay.
that'd be a good time because you get to like dibble and dabble in like all the restaurants down there. So that's September. It's usually like second week of September, I think. San Gennaro's feast. So that's usually a good time to go down there. TM in the chat said CP wanted that lasagna smoke. They try to come at me early, man. I box out the double teams like
First
usual,
of all,
man. I jumped
my
out them
people
double
want
teams.
lasagna over here, so I'm gonna need you to relax.
Everything's got to be smoked now. He's talking about food.
Yeah, everything.
But yes, Carmine's. Listen, Carmine's is top 3 and an 8-3. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Or top 2 and an 8-2, whatever.
That's there you go.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, man. Jeff Vasquez in the chat. Salute. I saw a couple hashtag news going on. We're gonna give away the hat after this last call. Oh, don't tell me I missed him. All right. So we're gonna do 2 more calls. One is gonna go to Harlem World and talk to TJ. TJ, what's going on? Oh, TJ, where you at the club?
Hey, what's poppin', yo?
Nah. Yo, TJ, please, whatever you doing, you got to get to a quiet room. Dave, you could go back to TJ in a second, man. I don't know what was going on. Sounded like he was in the laundry room or something, man. And I don't know what was in the laundry, man, but it was loud. Sean from the Bronx.
Sound like he was in the subway. I don't know where.
I'm for you guys asking. I'm half Italian, half black. Not Haitian. I just know a little Creole from living in.
Hanging out with them Zoes, right?
Facts.
Sean from the Bronx. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro. What's going on?
Yeah, how you doing? This was definitely a great win tonight. I just wanted to say that been a long time Knicks fan. You know, I've been through the ups and downs with the '90s crew, Houston, Spreewell, the whole thing. I'm really excited about this season. But I just wanted to say that I really just want us to stay the course. I don't think we need to trade our stuff, our picks, and any of our young players for any stars. We need to just stay the course and just build from within. And I just want to let Knicks fans know also that the Kristaps Porzingis trade, it's really looking like it's helping us out more than Dallas, because Dallas made this move for them to win now, and it hasn't happened yet. But for the Knicks, at least we got Kristaps Porzingis kind of turned into Julius Randle, Derrick Rose, and some picks right now. And so it's kind of looking good for us. We'll see how it goes in the future.
Yeah.
And I wish they would have just kept Dennis Smith Jr., let him play through his mistakes and give him some playing time. He would have been good for us. They didn't do that. But, it's whatever. But thank you for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, DSJ just didn't work out, man. It is what it is. He just didn't work out. Dallas, not really trying to see them improve. They need Beal. When you talk about that Beal trade, they need to go get Bradley Beal.
Do they have 3 first-round picks?
Oh, good point.
Came to us.
Well, we got 2 of them. 2021 and 23 belong to the Knicks.
Winning.
20. Thank you, Scott Perry. 21 and 23 belong to the Knicks.
The cupboard is bare.
The cupboard is bare right now.
They got to flip KP for somebody.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that man.
What's that?
Nobody wants that man.
Right. Who has more value, KP or Julius Randle?
Oh, Julius right now.
I still remember the jokes. Oh, y'all traded KP to try to get KD and Kyrie. All y'all got was Julius Randle.
Yeah, them days seem to be long gone, man. Forget about it. KD's out with a hamstring too, but that's Brooklyn's problem. G. Bolin Jr. in the chat said Carmine's chicken parm is fire.
Big facts.
Yeah, I don't know about the Carmine's.
People still talking Carmine's in the chat.
Yeah, man. And their garlic broccoli, fire.
It's been a while, man. I haven't been there in a minute.
I'm gonna have this midnight snack in a minute.
All right. Dave said TJ's good, so we're gonna go to TJ and then the closer. TJ, what's going on?
1.9. Come on, guys.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? I appreciate y'all taking my call. Sorry about that noise in the background. I want to talk about 3 things, right? System, culture, team basketball. What these guys are doing with the front office and the assistant coaches that we have is obviously we're building a very good culture and we're building a system. I don't believe Julius Randle is somebody that is going to be a Kevin Durant type player, but at the same time he fits this system, and that's what the Knicks are doing. They're building a great system where we can add key players that work within the system. We're going to be a very rugged, a very team-first basketball team, and it's going to work within the system and the culture. That's pretty much all I wanted to get into. I didn't want to take up too much of your guys' time. Appreciate you taking my call.
Yeah, you're right. You can't disagree there, man. You can't disagree there. I mean, like I said, this team is night and day from where they've been, and they've been through the mud. We know that, and so Tibbs gets a lot of credit. Julius gets a lot of credit, and here we are. Here we are, 14 and 15, and right in the thick of things. So, happy to hear that. Definitely happy to hear that. Happy to hear from this guy too, man. He is the closer.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Boogie from North Carolina. Let's go.
Yeah.
Gotta wait for him to, get with the guidelines. Switch over.
What's good with the team? Before I even set it off and get into it, I need everybody that's in the chat to hit them like buttons. Press them up, press them up, press them up.
Run it
I
up.
also need everybody in the chat type in the name Tim. Condolence to my man and his family. Throughout that COVID-19, he lost 3 members of his family. He got to bury them up Friday.
Damn.
So
condolences,
I appreciate that. Y'all can just tap Tim. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the chat.
Salute to Tim, man.
Shout out
Praise
the
up
whole
to Tim.
team, the network, and everybody. Anybody who ain't never had a shout out. Shout out to CP, the young Fred Williams. Shout out to JL, the young Jim Brown. Shout out to Ashley. I would say the young Erica Kane, but little Kim might get me, so I'm gonna call you the Farrah Fawcett. Shout out to Chuck D. Anytime you come to Madison Square Garden, welcome yourself to the Terror Dome. And if you come inside the garden and you think it's sweet, I got Lloyd Banks in the chat too. Guess what? It can get ugly than a Masterpiece sneaker.
Let's go. Let's go. You know the boss.
I'm going to get some props off to my man, Tom Thibodeau. Let's go back to the Houston game. Last 5 minutes of the game, even I was one of the ones that was saying, why we still got Randle and them in the game? The game is already over. What he was doing, he was practicing and prepping up and getting prepared to have that finishing starting lineup right here, what he had tonight. Going down the stretch with Quickley, going down the stretch with Rose, going down the stretch with RJ, going down the stretch with the killer, Julius, and anybody that's playing the 5 right now since Mitch is gone. That's how we going to finish up the game. So I appreciate Tom and what he's doing, you know what I'm saying? Just be patient with Tom and let him do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Noel. He did his thing. That's how you play ball and go hard without having to score more than 6 points. Yeah, points ain't always the biggest thing, but that hard work and effort is what gets you through the hard times of the game. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to RJ. He made a big comeback tonight. He showed you, give me some time and space. I'll work it out. You know what I'm saying? And he knocked down big shots late in the game, fourth quarter. And I'm gonna give a big major shout out. Yeah, I never thought I'd see Bernard King with cornrows, but yeah, you deserve to have that number 30. Boy. You look like a straight King Kong versus knocking out Godzilla tonight, man. And that's how you handle your business. Yeah, we hear all the chitter chat. They're talking with John Collins, talking about he turning down $90 million. He might be traded to here and there. Me whispers in the garden. Nah, he took it personal on you. You ain't on my level, dude. So I'm gonna knock you in your head. I'm gonna put 4-4 up on you, and I'm gonna sit on top of the backboard like it was George German's night. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate Julius going all out. You heard him at the end of the game. They said, Julius, how you get your game on? He said, I went home and I worked on my game, man. Hard work is undefeated. I'm gonna say it again. Hard work is undefeated, man. We got something brewing right now up in the garden. You know what I'm saying? And nobody ain't gonna want to see us in the playoff. And all y'all keep talking about 72 games. Ain't no more 72 games no more, because we're going to the playoff. So we're gonna call it 72 P's from here on out. You know what I'm saying? Because we ready to go right here, right out. All the Knicks fans, everybody stand up. We've been waiting for a long time for this moment, and it's finally don't change back. And we're doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Hard work, hard D. You know what I'm saying? Even Charles Oakley, I bet he's somewhere cheering us on, acting like he don't like us no more.
Facts.
Even Spike Lee somewhere cheering us on, act like he ain't, down with the program no more, man. Salute to our team, man. We on the strip right now. We handling our business, man. And anybody in our way getting rolled over, you know what I'm saying? All night long. That's how we gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? Peace, one love, and everybody have a great night, man.
Drop the mic on him.
There we go. That's it. That's how you do it.
And the church says,
Amen.
Amen.
That's it. 5s across the board. My man just came through. Salute to Tim, first and foremost. Protocol.
Facts. Hashtag 72P.
and laid it down. Not more I can say there. 5s across the star. 5s across the board. 5s are going across in the chat. Shout out to Rhyme Animal, Lloyd Banks, Drop Boss, That's Jay Boogie, man.
Yeah.
What more can you say, Jails?
That's it. You just wrap it up right there. We can just wrap it up and give away a snapback.
That's it, man. Can't even
No,
talk
I
about it.
want the 2,000. It is
Let's get to that too. Where are we at?
We're at
1.9.
1.9.
1.9.
Yeah.
2,000.
Let's go.
Playoff push to 2,000. Let's go.
2,300 people in this chat, so
Let's
I need
go.
you guys to double tap that thumbs up for me.
Let's go. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get to 2,000, and then we getting the hats off.
Stop being stingy, okay?
And and we're getting the hats off. As soon as we hit 2,000, I'm hitting go. So if you guys have not signed up for the snaps, please go ahead and do so. All right.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. Great show though. Great
Yeah.
win. Who we got coming up? Magic.
Yeah.
Orlando.
Magic and the Spurs, right?
Magic and the Spurs. Big one.
We're at 2K, ladies and
2K,
gentlemen.
let's go. Great job.
Let's go.
Great job, Ash. 2,000 likes. Salute to everybody in the chat.
I don't like getting this faster than mine right now.
Yeah, man. Definitely, man.
I told you, send me in to get the deals done. I got it. I will get you guys.
Get it done.
I will get Levine for Austin Rivers.
You didn't even have to put the Viking hat on.
Hashtag let Ash cook. Let me cook.
Hey, you gotta wait with the Simps. We know that. So CashApp is alive and well in the chat.
Yo.
Alive and well in the chat tonight, James.
I'm not even doing this.
Wow.
Okay. I'm not doing this with you.
Hashtag SimpFanTV is going down right now. Throw hashtag SimpFanTV in the chat. And we got a couple more going.
It's so ridiculous and so out of pocket.
All the way out of pocket. Yeah.
Oh
my
my pocket. And here.
Cut the pockets out.
All right, here we go. Let me finish populating this thing, and then we going. A lot of last minute entries, man. JL, so you wanna you might as well do your sign offs too while I get this thing ready.
All right, cool. All right, check this out, fam. You know the deal. Check out the Nick of Time show on all the audio platforms. That is iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, etc., etc. Also, subscribe to the channel at the Nick of Time show. YouTube.com/Nick of Time show. Definitely go and do that by the end of the night. Also, check us out on Twitter at BKOT Show. Check us out on Instagram too at Nick of Time Show, and on Facebook. And you definitely have to go to the nickoftimeshow.com to catch the blogs, to catch the merch. I'm rocking today, Kelsey hats, plus more. And yeah, that is all. Back to you, Ash. Back to you, CP.
Yes, sir. Ashley.
As usual, as always, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Ashley Nicole Moss. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, All In with Ashley Nicole. And thank you guys for always watching and supporting and tweeting me. And I try to answer all your tweets when I see them. So just tweet at me as long as you're nice and not nasty. I will always try to answer, and I just really appreciate the support and you guys always rock with me. So much love for you.
All right. And with that, we will get to the giveaway. Eric Kang just got in the nick of time. You know, Eric is always clamoring for the snap. So, Eric, great job on that. And with that being said, the winner is Aaron Clark. Congratulations to Aaron Clark. You are the snapback winner of tonight's Nick game. So, congratulations to you, man. Great job. Great job to all the mods once again. And we'll get Aaron his snapback. And salute to everybody in the chat, man. Over 3,000 joined us tonight to celebrating this Knicks victory, 123-112 over the Hawks. Big night for Julius, man. Let's get Julius to the All-Star game. As you heard, tomorrow night, all day tomorrow, they're doing all of your All-Star game votes count. I think 2 times or 3 times. Is it double or triple? Whatever the case is, it's double. It's double. So tomorrow is double. So make sure you vote for Julius, man. 44 points, 7-13 from downtown. Definitely put in that work, man. He's putting in that work for the Knicks. 14-15 on the campaign. 3 games in a row. Continue the conversation. Leave us a comment in the chat. Leave us a comment after you watch this video. Join our Discord group, our Twitter DM groups, Facebook, wherever, man. We're all over the place. So make sure you guys are following us. Continue the conversation, and we will see you guys Wednesday night. Knicks taking on the Orlando Magic. Orlando's going to be looking for revenge, so can't sleep. Got to make sure that we lock in. So thanks to all the mods. Salute to Goms in the building from West Lafayette, Indiana. Goms, what's going on? All the mods, appreciate it. Again, Paul P, appreciate it. We'll see you guys Wednesday, man.